By their powers combined, I am Captain... Wait.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian, and today we're going to be bending it with Aang. Avatar Aang. This Aang will be drawing a card whenever you do any type of bending. Water bending, earth bending, fire bending, or air bending. And because he himself is a firebender, he's going to be drawing a card each time he attacks, making 2 mana, and if you manage to do all 4 types of bending in a single turn, he transforms into Aang, Master of Elements, and makes all your spells in this deck pretty much free. This is a very cool deck that is, yes, trying to transform Aang by doing all 4 types of bending in one turn. It also is a deck that has a bunch of ally synergy in it, and is running a bunch of my favorite benders from across the Avatar set. Because this is a standard Brawl deck, we're kind of limited in which cards we're able to play, but there's some really fun cards that you can play, whether they're just here to get that bending trigger and draw you a card, or they can help you pull off some infinites. There's a lot of very weird and awesome lines of play in this deck. And if you're able to maybe play some ally synergies, you'll be able to gain some life, draw some cards, tap your creatures for mana, and even make a giant 1 mana creature. This deck has some very cool cards in it because it is playing a ton of the rares, the benders of the set, whether it's Toph or Boomy, or even one of the non-allies, Azula as a firebender. We're running a lot of the cards that will double up our triggers, get us our bending, and do everything from the set. You're going to notice almost every single card is from the Avatar set, with the exception of a little bit of removal and a little bit of ramp, because, well, Aang's awesome, and getting to use Aang and his friends to flip them over and cast all your spells for free and draw infinite cards is quite a way to play the game. So let's take Avatar Aang into the queue and see if we can water bend, earth bend, fire bend, and air bend. Vannifar Evolved Enigma. This hand, I guess I have some ramp removal, some fixing. This is nice. Vannifar is going to be cloaking cards from their hand or buffing their colorless cards. Now, if this is like my historic Brawl Vannifar deck, what they're trying to do is ramp to Vannifar, cheat in an absurdly powerful permanent, and then flicker the cloaked card in order to cheat it into play. Now, that could be like Bahamut. I could see that happening. I'm trying to think of what else. Omni. You could cheat out an Omni in a deck like this. There's a whole lot of like weird big permanents that it's just kind of like Kona. It's like, yeah, you have to deal with this now. Ooh. I'm gonna go Earthbender Ascension. I know I could save the bending here. That'll get me the triggers on that. Nice. Gossip's Talent. Oh, because it has this blink. So there on like the 3rd part is the blink. Do I want to just hold up the removal? Yes. So they could play Vannifar this turn, and I can kill her before she gets the cloak trigger. You will get to Surveil, but I will also kill Vannifar. Hey, Death of Spam, thank you for the 59-month resub. I want to draw double the cards, so I'm going to play Katara first. What do we get? What do we get? So this will double firebend and double draw. Super necessary, really fun, very good. I do not have a use for that mana. I just have like 4 mana, like, yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll put a counter on Katara. If I had like played the land first, I also could have put a counter on somebody. I'll have a good mana sink in the Jasmine Tea Shop, though. Jasmine Dragon, 5 mana, make an ally. Because we're an allies deck and a benders deck. We're both. This Katara does not waterbend, but she does double other triggers. And since the deck is allies and allies, and hey, wait a minute, you're just all the Aangs. I wonder if I could get all 4 Aangs out at once in this deck. I should. For me. Have I flipped Aang? In my testing of the deck, I flipped him once. And it was great. I'm gonna play Aang at the Crossroads pre-combat. You love that I'm trying? Thank you. No. Actually, I don't need this. Maru, wait. I already got that. Okay, there's Waterbend. Okay, sweet. I am attacking in. Fire. Are y'all keeping track? Y'all are keeping track, right? Fire. Oh, I don't even care. Air. Earth. Give him one sec. Give him a second. I'm getting cards in hand. I'm gonna, like, draw myself out thanks to Katara. Sure, bend it twice. I don't care. I did it in testing, and I'm doing it now! Water Tribe Rally or tap these fools! And water! We've got all of this here! Apparently also missed lethal, but that's cool, because I'm just gonna, like, cast a bunch of stuff here. Okay, Boomy. I must be stopped. Toph going crazy. Look, I'm not drawing cards anymore, at least. Here, you can protect everyone. There is a mass bounce spell in Standard. There's actually 2 of them, but they cost 6 mana. Badger. Yup. Oh, wait, I can also play off the top of my deck for free? I don't want to draw Zuko. I want him for free. Okay, I think that because I have the protection here, I can just pass the turn. I think we're good. I'll discard some lands. No, I'm good. Aang, stay on the backside. No, look at the game action addiction. Kitty! Okay, my blanket. I did it. I flipped Aang. See, I've done it twice now. Once on camera, but that's all I need. No. Space bar. I have pressed space bar. I can stop whenever I want. I don't need to keep bending. See? I can stop at any time when I have 54 excess power. Ureni, the Song Unending, enters the battlefield and deals a ton of damage to your creatures. It's a big board wipe. It has protection from white and black, which are, I would say, the main color's able to remove it, and the color's able to remove it in my deck. And it also is just like a big, scary dragon. I have allies and waterbenders, and I think that's all we need. That's all I need. Come on. Yeah, they're going to be doing a bunch of land-based ramp and probably some other like small control cards, since it works very well. It's a 10/10. It kills you 2.5 hits. Air. No, I'm the airbender. Actually, he doesn't airbend. He has only firebending. Okay, they're trying to pick out their hand here. We sheeshin' sheesh. I got myself a turn 1 ally. Oh, Appa and Momo are here to spectate. Yay! I'm like out here playing a janky flavor deck, just hoping I don't get beat up too bad. And I will be. Analyze the pollen, getting a land. So against this deck, I feel relatively safe just trying to get Aang in play early, which would be playing the Arcane Signet here. Next turn, I can use either this or this to get Aang out. I should probably do Cavern of Souls since they are in blue. Ooh, Twitching Doll. Spiders. Ally. Well, actually, I have one non-human ally in this deck. I'm going to swing in with my 4-power Earthen ally. Next turn, I can Firebend. I can Waterbend. I could also use this to Waterbend. This one's fun because you can actually Waterbend over and over and over just to draw cards. As long as you have, like, 1, you can just be like, X equals 1, X equals 1, X equals 1, X equals 1. Keep Harvest. So that's more of that land-based ramp, so that are up to 4 mana here. Probably going to get to 5 at least next turn. Ooh, Badger Mole Cub. I'll play Katara. Comes with a fresh ally. Swinging him with both Aang and the Earthen ally. Firebending will get me card draw. So it would draw. Okay. Haste Enabler, that's kind of nice. Oh, okay. I'm going to turn this into not a trade by doing X equals 4. It doesn't actually change Aang's stats at all, but it should turn this Earthen ally into a slightly more living through this kind of critter. Base power and toughness, X, and also the power is still getting buffed. Sweet. Okay, if they sacrifice this, I think they get another land. Yeah, when it enters or is sacrificed. Oh! They just cloned my Aang. Okay. I guess I could just bounce that. I'll do that. And we have fire, water, earth, no air. Still a lot of bending. Wan Shi Tong, Librarian. They're going to be flashing things in and getting big when I try to search my library for things like lands. And also, it's a vigilant flash fire. It's scary. Good news is I have a Cavern of Souls. Turn 1, and I can use that for Earthen ally or Earth Kingdom Protectors. Unfortunately, my chat has demanded I drink from the Forbidden Goblet. So, I got some drinking to do. I got some brightly colored drinking to do. I imagine they're going to have a bunch of bounce spells and other good tempo cards as well. Now the allies are all here. Next turn, I can play Toph. Okay, Arcane Signet. Woo! Make the old eyes hurt. Play the Hushword Verge. Swinging in with these baddies. You sure you don't want to trade Wan Shi Tong into any of these? Okay, that's cool. Here's Toph. Almost every card in my deck is an ally. Which is, it's very fun because it meant that not only is this just like, oh yeah, bending. Because we're doing all of the bending. It's allies. Hi, Wan Shi Tong. They draw 0 cards. They have a 1/1, but it's a 1/1 with vigilance that can grow. I want to say 2 cards that search the library. Shared Roots, which is the rampant growth type card, and the Earthbending Ascension, which is similar. I have completed my Forbidden Goblet. All is good in the world. I have this Aang Swift Savior now just like ready to go. I might want to save it until this Aang's already out. Just so I have an airbend. But that's greed. I don't need that. Ooh, Accumulate Wisdom. Hey, that's you! That's you on the card. This card, by the way, getting some serious play in Standard because you can turn it into Ancestral Recall. Gran can turn it into Ancestral Recall. You think Aang's a Swiftie? He's a Swift Savior. So hey, you know how you have flying? I too have flying. Nah, there's nothing here I need to be replaying. If I airbend this, they have to pay 2 mana and they can't pay X. All right. I think I can just swing in. I can play this first, but I like just hit it. Nice. The gang's all here. And by the gang, I mean it's just Aang and Toph. That's enough for me. Lazlo, or J. Jonah Jameson. This is a mono-red aggro deck that has a menace theme, because you know who's a menace? Spider-Man! And if you call somebody a menace by suspecting them, and they attack, you get a treasure. It's a really cool kind of like self-feeding deck. I will name white on that, have it enter tapped. My hand here is like all of my removal. Except for, I guess, Bitter Triumph is also in this deck. Oh, hi, Kellen. I could kill a Kellen. He wishes he were Ragavan. Ooh, Firebender Ascension. Oh my god, because this is an on-attack trigger. That's so sweet. So Firebender Ascension is actually a card I was considering for this, but like I really don't need Firebenders that badly relative to everything else. Because it gives you this firebending token, and it can also double your firebending triggers. It's a little bit too narrow for this deck as far as the ascensions go. I think I put in the waterbending and firebending, and the waterbending one's in there just so I can have more sources of waterbending, since there's only so many of them available. If I play Aang, there are a good number of cards that can kill him in red, like Iroh's Demonstration. There's a bunch of like 4 power things, but I think he's relatively safe since like their thing is they want to hit me. Ooh, Goblin Aura Flames in Standard? Oh, once again, foundations with, yup, that's in standard. And can't block. Yeah, we only have firebenders here. Which, Aang is also a firebender. For the purposes of this deck, he is Bend and Flame. Oh, hi, Hakoda. That lets me play allies off the top. So let's attack in with Aang. Draw. That's your firebending for a turn. Hey, Azula. I'm gonna use the mana from the firebending. I could use it for the iceberg, but instead, I'm gonna waterbend the submersible. Gotta land. That's cool. Do I just hold up for this? Or do I just do it now? I think I'm going to wait. See if they, I don't know, maybe suspect something. And I think that the life gain and the protection off Sheltered by Ghosts could be sweet. Ooh, actually, I think I'm going to hit this Enduring Courage. Enduring Courage is a haste enabler. And it also, if you kill it, just comes back. So I'm getting rid of it. They don't give this haste. Nice. And I get there. I had fun. Kefka Court Mage is going to be quite the card to play up against because it's very much controls the battlefield. I am going to throw that back and... Oof, this also isn't quite what I'd want. Do I want to keep it anyway? I'll still keep it. This is going to be forcing both players to discard and then drawing based on the cards. Well, the card types that were discarded. So are you going to also make me discard other things? Oh, that's rough. I guess I can drop one of my beautiful little airbenders here. This is these two are the closest things I have to cast. So I'm going to drop Appa. I know. Oh, look, I have Zuko mana. Yay! Oh! Waters are getting poisoned. Is this card banned in Standard? What? Oh, right, because of the, like, crazy return to hand stuff. Oh, it's probably a good thing they did that. You say hello, Zuko here. We say goodbye, Zuko there. They got rid of my 3-drop, so I guess just universal passage. Yeah, this also triggers like both on attack and on enter, so giving it haste means it can do even more. Pretty good, pretty good. Nice. Now I have an Earthbend, 2 Airbends. Next turn I could play Aang, but I wouldn't be doing much off it. I think Boomy's probably the most impactful card. Oh, okay. they're killing Hakoda, so I guess I'll do that. I'm going to play Boomy. Animating my swamp. You gonna kill Boomy? Are you gonna let him hang around? Crazy old man wants to hit you with dirt. Kefka coming down. I will drop... I think Aang. They dropped an instant. Okay. So they drew 2. If I can empty my hand, they get a lot less value off Kefka. I'm also going to move him out of the way so I can get the maximum damage in this turn. And then I can play Aang post-combat because Boomy actually untaps all your lands. Ooh, I should have gone for another blue source. This is fine, though. Oh, yeah. Swinging in again. And Aang. Now, they could have a board wipe. In fact, they probably do have board wipes. Also, I just noticed they did not let him go to exile, where he would only cost 2 mana. They sent him back to the command zone. Yeah, I think that was a misclick. We all do it. Rise of Sozin destroys all creatures. I could play the Aang. I'm gonna play Toph instead. I don't have a card to discard. Because I don't want them making me discard with Kefka or anything else. Boomy is 110 years old. He is not harmless. So Firelord Sozin on the backside here. That's pretty sweet. Oh, Cryo Shatter. Neat. Thankfully, this is a triggered ability for me. Yep. But want to go for card draw? Or set up the haste? Well, you don't have flying or haste or nothing, so I think I'm going to set up the haste here. Swinging in with my multiversal passage. Yes, I'm going to profit off my opponent misclicking on airbending. It's good for me, not for them. Opponent, you there? Hi, is it the Sonic music? Okay, there we go. Swing for 2. And if they destroy the multiversal passage, oh, that straight up actual factual murder. I was gonna say I can actually choose a new color on it. I'm gonna choose blue because I do have a double blue card in my deck. It's Katara, and that should let me get there. You get him. They dropped a duress. Wow, all hater cards all the time, huh? Probably just do this as a blocker. And I might be able to blink her this turn. Would I draw? Water Tribe Rallier. All right. All right. I can blink the Toph. Perfect. I mean, I think it's better for me to actually have the land for the discard on Kefka. Okay, they're making Aang unable to scream. I should be able to blink him in end step. Oh. I guess they want to keep Kefka back as a blocker. So this is just straight up Kefka discard. Which has the bonus of, like, yeah, he's great at that. But also kind of ran out of discardigans here. Ooh, hi, Toph. Yeah. I want to animate another land. Because we're super wide, and this Frostcliff Siege is straight up damage. Everybody's going in. Whee! Aang lost abilities, so he's not getting a big old party time over here. So, if you want to block the most things here, yeah, block Toph, and then take 2, 4, 6. This is trample. Die. Yeah. Ah, perfect. GG Kefka. Ketramose, the New Dawn, is unfortunately a very tough card for us to play against because it's going to be tons and tons of removal. And some of our removal, airbending, actually can benefit them if we do it on their turn. I have removal, I have this Ascension. Gonna have to mulligan there. Even though I do have like one of my pieces of removal that can hit Ketramose, because we do need exiling removal to get rid of him. He is indestructible, but can't attack or block until there's 7 or more cards in exile. Hi, this is my little guy. He can earthbend. He makes big dirt. Okay, Skullcap Snail. I'll drop... Honestly, I have all my colors. I don't think I need Starting Town. Get him, Earthen Ally. Boop. Heartless Act. Wow, rude. Just murdering a guy like that. Putting more cards in exile. Off the first Metal Bender. Gonna do this onto the Signet. So if they remove it, I can get it back. I'll swing in with Toph and the Signet. And play Aang. If he survives and she survives until end step. Wow, and we did. That's great. Just do this onto the Signet again. I'll get to draw a card because I earthbent. Yay, earthbending. Oh, yay, my opponent didn't draw a board wipe. Eluge, the Shoreless Sea. Shore is a bunch of counter spells. I have, oh gosh, I'm on the draw. I have playable cards. But it's real tricky playing against Eluge because it is a card that gets bigger and bigger and bigger and has essentially a lasting effect based on its flood counters. I don't feel great keeping this, but I still am. Hoping to use Badger Mole Cub as a little bit of ramp. Oh, and Great Divide Guide is also cool ramp. Especially with all the allies I have. Great news is that that did resolve. I will earthbend onto the Botanical Sanctum. Oh, okay. They're putting Badger Mole Cub back into hand. I'm going to manually tap here to try to, again, grab this Badger Mole Cub into play. Refuted! Okay. And I attack for 1! If the Badger Mole Cub had resolved, I would have been able to also play Great Divide Guide. Which I guess I'm gonna try to do here. And then I'll just hold the Abrade. Because I bet you have like a Malcolm or something. Do you ever feel like you play too much Magic the Gathering? Because I feel that way all the time. And they have a shore up? Sure do. You gonna play Eluge? Yeah, they're probably gonna wait until they play one more land, because then they can hold up like the 2-mana counter spells. I'm just out here like, ah, man, I wish I could do things. Where's my Cavern of Souls? The answer? Not here. And eventually they'll be able to cast those counter spells for free. And their draw spells. They can do one a turn. Draw on their turn, counter on my turn. Also, they'll be casting things for free if this gets to 4 chorus counters. Yeah, I'd say that, like, if we go first in this matchup, we get a much, much better advantage. But it is really hard to catch up otherwise. Dive down. Yeah, which of my spells would I not care to resolve? Many choices. I'm also taking 8 here. Drop the land. Got 2 flood counters, so a discount of 2. Oh, and now they'll be drawing cards. Lucky you. What's the last card in your hand? What is it? Oh, meringue. So by doing this now, they're actually giving themselves more cards in hand to cast for next turn. Gross. I hate it. Okay. Land. Aang. This Aang, not this Aang. Come on, give me something good. Okay, this lets me slow them down a tiny bit. I can make them have to recast this, or I can make them have to recast this all of 2 mana. This will prevent the most damage on me, at least. I considered also, like, do I airbend the submersible just to get the flip on this? It's only when a creature leaves, right? Oh, yeah, it would have to be a creature first. Yeah. Blue's doing blue things. You want your discount? Use it now. Hello? Into the Flood Maw on Great Divide Guide. Okay. That will flip the Aang. Oh, I should have tapped this too. I forgot. Like, now I don't have the mana to play it again. That's on mine. Fun. Okay. This will flip. This now will be earthbending in my turn. Can you airbend a creature that has an omen or adventure and then cast the spell side for 2? Yes. That is a thing you are able to do. Oh, they're stonking. I goofed up by not tapping the Rallier there for mana and then replaying this. We got two of the Aangs here. Oh, not a full cost Riddler, just a discount. But they're going to blink it, so it comes back without the warp. Yeah, you could airbend Bramble Familiar to cast the 7 mana adventure for 2 mana. Yeah, that works. Outsmart the amateur? Just because it's true doesn't mean you gotta say it. Do I just give up and let them kill me here? Yeah, I think I'm gonna give up and let them kill me. I'm gonna waterbend and say good game, leave myself open to a nice hearty swing. Excellent, a whiff. Now please attack me. Thank you. I appreciate it. And just as we are benders, I just noticed their name. They are a bender too. GG. Druneth, Reviver of the Hive, will be cloning their creatures because this is actually Jackal, the guy who cloned Spider-Man. He's going to be cloning badger mole cubs, oh no, and Ouroboros and other big scalesy creatures, which are all pretty spooky for me. Now this hand, bonus, I do have ally fixing. Not bonus, I only have one ally in hand. Okay, that's pretty helpful. Starting town means at least I can hold up a braid. Oftentimes you want like Druneth into, say, like a Llanowar elf, which is in standard. Which is cool, right? I will pay 1 life to make some red and kill Druneth. Simic Aggro All-Star Druneth, yeah. It's gonna be weird watching a Worlds coverage because that's happening today when we're filming this. Because it's not gonna be Druneth, it's gonna be Jackal. Who the hell's Jackal? I don't even know who that is. What did you do? Oh, a druid. If they play this, they can get a mana and play a big boy. The world's weeest puppy dog? No. But he can destroy the submarine. No, it's fine. Ally! Aang! I wonder if they were holding up a counter spell. Here comes Druneth. You probably don't want to be saddling. Ooh, what you casting? Mist Breath Elder. Okay, so what do you return? Wait, if you have 2 of them, isn't that kind of like bad? I guess they could choose to return it to hand. Okay. I have fire. This could potentially get me more bending. I have air. I have earth. Water. Okay. I am going to use Invasion Submersible to bounce this. Then attack in firebending. Wait, no, I don't need to do that. I can tap you for your own ability. Cool. And I'm planning on using Get Lost this next turn. You'll just use it on the Trailblazer right now. This gives them the potential to manipulate the counters on Druneth. Yeah, those guys just go away. There's a lot of cards that are randomly in Foundations that you'll just like see in Standard Brawl sometimes. The one that I am kind of surprised isn't in there is Thalia. I feel like Thalia should be in there. So they're gonna copy Surek, and this is a non-legendary copy. Now, if I target them or their spells, which is relevant for some airbending, with an ability, they'll get to draw cards. I'm going to play Aang. Oh, Earth. I love draw card. Ooh, Avatar's Wrath. That could be a very fun setup. They likely have River's Rebuke, but they would need 6 mana for it. Yeah, if I feel I need to reset the board, this will wipe out all of the clone tokens and let me recast my stuff for cheap to get the triggers. Oh, they have hearts. They have 2 hearts. Earthbender Ascension. Gonna Earthbend onto the Verge. That lets it tap for more mana. Swinging just in the air. Deal my combat damage. If I do that, they will get to draw. And I could just hold it. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here on my Aang's iceberg. Oh, double Gigantosaurus! Do you ever feel like somebody else is living your dream? Alright, cool. They're attacking and conceding. But we could have had, like, some cool flipped Aangs and earth-bending, air-bending, water-bending. We could have done all the bendings. Or just attacked for lethal next turn. Depends on how greedy I feel. Katara the Fearless. This is an allies commander. Now, my deck is both an allies deck and a bending deck. This hand has, like, 1 bit of bending here. But it has really good ramp fixing and haste, which I'm very into here. I will name, I think I'm going to go red on that. I have other fixing here, but this is only for creatures. But this can be used for anything. I can always change this later, too, by airbending it and having it leave and re-enter play. Somebody's asking if I plan on making an Iroh Tea Master deck. I think that that's a very fun deck for Commander. It's a, like, gift-giving deck, which is really fun. But it doesn't work that well in, like, 1v1 Commander, where it's, like, there are some spells that, like, you don't really lose out on anything by giving it to your opponent. There's certain auras that it's like, oh, it doesn't matter who owns this, I still get the benefit of it. But there's also just a bunch that it doesn't really work for. All right, in their allies deck, I think I'm going to just, like, play the siege here. I'm just going to set that up. I'll let you have your Momo. I see your Katara mana. Ooh, planes into Heirloom, into Aang, into an attack where I will get some fresh hot mana, draw a card, but most importantly, light Katara on fire so you don't get double triggers next turn. So the, like, ally synergy, a lot of it is still in this deck, but I have 5 colors instead of just 3, so I have a bit more like this available as an ally. Like, y'all saw in the game where I flipped Aang. It's like, oh yeah, there's some... You get, like, the double-double on this where each firebending then gets you more. Oh no, you guys. Aang's a toy now. Aww. I'm gonna play Aang at the Crossroads. They made him into a marketable plushie? How dare they? Ooh, waterbending. I'll just use this to draw a card. Oh, I forgot. I'd be able to attack with you too. I forgot I was giving the haste. I only think of this giving the Aang's haste. Okay, invasion reinforcements. If Katara were out, that would have been extra tokens. I can use Toph to buy back this Braid. Also Aang at the crossroads. I'm so glad Katara's not out for this. This will transform if something leaves, but there is like a response window you get because it's a delayed triggered ability. Oh, Legend of Yangchen. Kind of like going for Avatar's Wrath here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep Aang alone. Move my commander to command zone. Absolutely not. Replay Aang. Swing in. And cause some trouble. Also draw some cards. Qoneus, Horizon Splicer, or Spot Living Portal, is very hard for, well, any creature-based deck because they have just removal built into their commander. It's really good. I have some fixing / ramp off this Great Divide guide. Counter spells I don't really need to worry about against them. What I need to worry about is them removing all my stuff, because they will. Repeatedly. Also probably blinking this, because they can. And it works. I like playing the Water Tribe Rallier first. So next turn, maybe I can go like Land, Signet, Divide Guide. Or something along those lines. Ally! Play a Signet. Play the Guide. I don't know how to say his name. Qoneus sounds right. Qoneus? Aw, Airbender's Reversal. Well, I guess by airbending, you're kind of doing a blink. It's like a blink that just costs 2 more when you recast. This gives me the most allies. This potentially can also get me lots of allies. So I'm going to play Aang at the crossroads. Ooh, Toph. Perfect. A repeatable metal bender. They have permanently exiled Toph before her end step trigger, which got me another repeatable earthbender. Except it's gone because of Qoneus. Yeah, getting rid of this, like, also doesn't really benefit me. It's very lose-lose against this guy. Fish. Qoneus. He's just, it's Spot from Spider-Man. Except legally, he's not Spot from Spider-Man. You know what? No, I'll just take the 4. All Fate Stalker to blink their own commander. Those cards are gone forever, by the way. Oh, look at that. You gonna pixie it? They can now do this again. No, Zuko! Yeah, and if I do this, like, this, it's not better. This does not make it better for me. But look, I could draw 1 card. See? Can't be blocked this turn. Can't do anything this turn. Yeah, I could have, like, held the Get Lost here. Oh, Kutsil's flanker? Okay. I would want to do that in response to Blinken. Shepherd! Warping in, getting maybe a land, maybe a 1-drop. Lightstall Inquisitor. I get to choose a card from my hand and make it cost one more. Avatar's Wrath. You now know about my mass exile. All Fate Stalker gonna blink their commander again? And who you exiling this time? Probably Aang. Move my commander to the command zone? Yeah, because he's gone forever otherwise. Hey, Boomy. You're fun. Get him. Do you know the only one who will live in this enter the battlefield monstrosity? It is Fish. Everybody else, get over there. They'll get their enter the battlefield again. 1 damage. That's right. Good job, Fish. Yeah, they have a lot of stuff they can do. They just can't cast from exile this turn, so it's lucky that they got that Beza there. I have to discard? I don't want to discard. Hell yeah, Fish. It's good fish. It's not a legendary fish. Just a fish. Just a fish that ain't gonna make it out of this. Bye, Katara. Goodbye, fish. You'll be missed. Haru into Aang. Get our trigger. It's not that exciting, but I got to draw a card. No, he lives there now. Yeah, he lives there now. This draws me cards. This gets me the mana. I don't need the mana. I could just return that to hand, too. Do it again, blinking this. Invasion Submersible! Free my commander! Draw me a card! What do you mean, Aang's Iceberg? What do you mean, Aang's Iceberg? Who are you targeting? Hold up. I'm going to tap this, and this, and this in response. You want me to kill myself with the land? I guess that's as good of a way as any to go. GG spot. Gilgamesh, Master at Arms. This is actually one of my favorite standard Brawl decks to get to play. Because you play him after a bit of ramping, you get an equipment, you give him haste, you get more equipment, and you can win the game all in one swing, all with one creature. It's really fun. It's really fun. Also, some people do love their Gilgameshes. So Gilgamesh is like, this is Final Fantasy V Gilgamesh, but he actually shows up in other Final Fantasies too, because he's like a dimension hopper, I guess. At least this is my understanding of whatever Gilgamesh has got going on right now. I have airbending and airbending here. I guess there's also water bending on my airbending. Not bad. Oh, double trigger. Do you name samurai or human? Samurai. Very nice. I could play Aang. Yeah, I think this is a turn to play Aang rather than hold the airbending Aang up. Quarry Steel Cutter. Cast a second spell. This is, by the way, another haste enabler. Ideally, he has haste on the turn he comes out. Swinging in. And Aang's Iceberg, too. I'll swing in, see what I draw. One, two. Or do I hold for the Aang Swift Savior? I'm gonna hit the Quarry Steel Cutter. Because that way I don't have to play Ward. And I'm still holding up this. Uncounterable? No problem. I'm not countering it. I'm airbending it. It only costs 2 mana to cast it, but you have to wait a turn to do it. Also, I have now airbent. Yay! Airbending! They gave the sword a stick! Swinging for 5. I'm gonna Earthbend. Sure, starting turn. A Braid. A Braid could stop potential haste type things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just attacking with Aang. Got our earth. We got our fire. I could do all 4 here. I'm trying to decide if I want to. Yeah. Let's go for it. Then everything's free. Appa's a babe. And then air. And I'll airbend. I guess I can airbend one of my own creatures and just cast it again. We transform, and now they're all going to be free. The haste means I'll be able to tap these for mana. Okay. Tap. Tap. Air bending all of these. I don't need that one, but it gets me one more trigger off that. Almost free, yeah. And we're going to be getting these hasty ally tokens. I can continuously loop Appa and Airbender Ascension for free. And I'll also be able to airbend all their permanents. think that's very helpful. Yeah. We keep drawing cards, or sorry, we don't draw cards here, but we're generating just tons of value off this. I'm bending. I'm bending for real right now. Guess I should also be actually hitting Haru too because it's more mana. We're making infinite mana. I'll be able to flip that over and then activate the water tribe thing. Jail. This is my intruder alarm. Yeah, they're picking up on what I'm doing now, which is being horrendously obnoxious, as is the way. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. I'm so proud of this deck, not just transforming Aang and going infinite, but also like playing a lot of avatar cards together in a really fun way. I think that this is a really great showcase of tons of stuff from the Avatar set. Yes, I have some removal from outside of Avatar in here, but like that works out perfectly fine. If you're looking to play this deck, be warned, there's a lot of rares in here because I'm running a lot of the repeatable benders, but it is a really fun showcase of everything Avatar, everything bending. And I think that overall, the Avatar set is a really good one. It's fun to draft, it's got cool cards in it, and it has cool mechanics. And this is showing off water, earth, fire, and air bending at its utmost peak. Now, I do also want to say transforming Aang is extremely satisfying. And if you want to play this deck in Historic Brawl, you can add in a couple more bending cards. Those are from the Jumpstart, but you can also play Moon Mist. It is not standard legal, but it will transform Aang and then let you cast all your stuff for free. So a lot of people who are running Aang in either Commander or in Historic Brawl are tutoring for Moon Mist, casting Moon Mist, and then casting things for free to go infinite. We're doing it the old-fashioned way, which takes a lot more work, a lot more cards, but is so much more satisfying when you get it to work. Absolutely 2 thumbs up for this deck. Glad we made it. Glad we got to play it. If you're looking for the deck list, you can find it in the description. Also, if you'd like to suggest a commander, either for Standard Brawl or Historic Brawl from the Avatar set, please let me know. I'm just really happy we got to play with all these cards because, as I think people know, I like Avatar. It's a show I enjoy, and it's a set I enjoy. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.